for today's topic. Okay, so lately in the news, there's been a lot of ruckus in classrooms initiated by students, which result in them attacking the teachers. Teachers retaliate. Teachers get in a lot of trouble, sometimes arrested or just fired. What do you guys think? Do you think teachers should be able to defend themselves without any legal or any consequence of them losing their job? What do you think?
Is this in reference to that video from this morning?
Probably.
Did you see it?
I saw one like a week ago. So
there's one today.
What age levels are we
I
talking
had
about?
I guess she was like 14. But when I saw this morning,
I was like high school age.
but this teacher was just not doing anything. This student was getting in her face, like cursing at her and stuff, and this teacher was like stop. And then the kid like dragged her down to the ground and she snapped her leg. So that happened this morning. We see the video?
No.
Oh, okay.
This has been happening a lot.
No.
Now, like part of my job is to, I have to go down and look for stuff that's teacher related, especially in teacher news and stuff. And this has been happening. A lot of classroom fights between students and teachers. Sometimes the teachers, nothing really happens to them, but a lot of times they get fired, or there's one case where one got arrested, but then later on he got the charges dropped and stuff. But now when I saw fights and stuff in school, but I've never seen purposely a student go after a teacher. Never seen that before. That's in my day. That's unheard of.
What gain do these people have in being a teacher these days? Like, it just doesn't seem worth it.
Yeah, I think that's a question. Yeah.
It just seems like the stuff that they deal with between parents, rules, restrictions, and then the students on top of that, all while not getting paid at all. What is that?
Yeah,
What's the deal?
They don't get paid enough to deal with that.
They're taught to teach, not how to deal with kids trying to fight them.
Bringing guns to school.
Or getting shot by
Or
a
yeah,
6-year-old.
right.
Yeah.
That whole story is really pissed.
Yeah, didn't they stop the kid? Like, they
Absolutely.
knew the kid had a gun.
Yeah.
They like, somebody reported like 3 different times.
My thing is,
And they didn't do
though,
anything about it.
and I'm sorry she got shot and all of that, but he's a 6-year-old kid. Take it out. Like, go do something. Absolutely, they should be able to defend themselves.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm coming at
Yeah,
with that.
yeah. I think you've got to let. I think kids have an advantage when it comes to challenging teachers. They have an advantage because a lot less harm or they don't have the punishment like the teacher will have. Like they're either going to lose their job or go to jail or both. Where the student, okay, yeah, they might get suspended or expelled. Maybe they go to juvie, but it's not like. I just feel like the teacher has more to lose.
I feel like that's going to change. I feel like if it's been happening a lot, that's going to change. Because if you're talking high school age, and let's say I'm a teacher, I'm 5'2" on a good day.
Mm-hmm.
People are this size.
Yeah,
in high school.
you have 18-year-old grown men who are this size.
Yeah.
He can
I'm not
easily.
even big.
No, you're not. But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But I'm 5'2".
Yeah.
You're 6 something. You're how tall? 6'4" when you stand up straight.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
We'll check that after.
Okay. But anyway, like you're grown men.
Right.
That teacher has every right to be able to defend herself
I-
with no repercussions.
Do you
I'm
think
sorry.
like if you're hit first, like as a retaliatory thing?
I don't think she should
Get
like.
the
Someone's
rules
in the face, you just lay him down.
I think they should try to de-escalate as much as they can, but when you have someone screaming in your face and
Or got a chair thrown at them.
yeah,
Or get shot.
Or
Or-
that's a whole other topic.
Yeah.
That's an extra minority.
I mean, at the end of the day,
It
like
happens.
nobody wants a fight to happen. We don't want any
No.
physical altercation. We don't want that. Like we want to avoid that. But like at the same time, like you want to defend yourself. I would expect
It's
anyone
a
to
human right,
defend
right?
themselves,
To
right?
be able to.
Now, yeah, as a parent, like I'm raising my kid the best I can to not be like that in class. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, yeah, you can argue with your teacher, you can disagree, even call them names or whatever, or come home and vent about them, but like the teacher can't do anything. I can't imagine a teacher doing anything that will warrant my son punching them or wanting to fight them. That is just I don't know. It's inexcusable. Yeah, it's just. And then I would want my son, if he was to see that in the classroom, say if a teacher's outnumbered or out, to try to step in and do something, try to help restrain the other. I don't want him to get hurt either, but step in. Teach the other students to kind of like help out, because honestly, who else does that teacher have? Like, she doesn't have backup in there. She just has the other students in there that will hopefully help out. And that has happened in some of the videos I've seen, where other students do kind of help out the teacher. But like, I don't know.
It's usually not till they're like down and damage is done already.
Yeah.
They're too busy with one arm recording the video.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the other.
And
Right? There's always those people.
the recording, that's a whole nother thing too. I feel like.
Put your phone down and do something.
And do some help. I mean, one thing. Okay, yes, it is kind of good to
I'm
have.
not saying you can go to an office,
It-
you can go to the next door, you can go get another teacher, you can go find something. I'm not saying intervene with like said fighting action or whatever, but there's something else that you can do.
But sometimes the video evidence is what helps the teacher long run, like later on when it's in court, and they can say, no, the student was obviously unruly. Like, there was nothing I could do. Like, they provoked me. Like, that video is clear evidence. So sometimes that video is a good thing, but like, I don't want my son to make a video of someone getting attacked just to post it on social media to get views and likes. Like, that's not cool.
And what's the punishment for a kid that attacks a teacher?
It probably depends on their age.
When I was reading stuff earlier with that video I watched, like, they get arrested.
I was gonna say it probably depends like on their age. Like
Assault,
obviously,
battery, something.
yeah,
Yeah.
and especially like if you hit like that 16-year-old age, sometimes you're going to be considered an adult
Yeah.
because you know better.
Mm-hmm.
You know better at 16. I mean, let's be honest, you know better at 6 and 7 and 8 and 9, but
Yeah.
let's say,
Yeah.
at least at that age.
I've always thought like maybe I'm too logical, but I look at that, looking back on times where I've been upset about something, I could look at that and think, what is going to come from this?
Mm-hmm.
What a single bit of good is going to come from,
Mhm.
like if I put myself in their shoes, like if you were in danger is one thing, but just because you didn't like an assignment or a grade, like let's go hit somebody, I don't really think like what good do you expect to happen?
Yeah.
All roads out of that are crappy roads.
I feel like a lot of those kids kind of treat the teachers the same way they treat their parents.
Like, even, like,
Yeah. Or they just don't know how to.
Lower class citizens.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like the rhetoric has changed. Like when I was in school, it was like if I did something wrong or if I got a grade, like I told you this last week,
Mm-hmm.
that it was my fault.
Yeah.
You're kind of seeing where now it's like the teacher's fault.
Yeah. Yeah, and I feel it definitely should not be that way. I mean, the teachers, it's not the teacher's job to raise your kid to make sure that they have good discipline and they're well behaved and everything. Like, yeah, they're like,
I mean, they do play a part in it. They spend 8 hours.
yeah,
And with some kids, that's more than they see their parents.
yeah.
But I do think they play some sort of small part, but I do agree that they
There should be students should have an expectation. There should be
Yeah.
a standard
Yeah.
that they should be at.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's, and I feel like if they don't learn it then, when do they ever learn it?
We're not going to.
Even if they could, teachers could defend themselves without seriously, say, legal repercussions.
Hmm.
I got a feeling their career is pretty much over either way.
Yeah. I just
Funny
don't.
with a teacher that's fine, say, yeah, I'll make money for this, I'm out.
Right. I mean, teachers are already walking out in large numbers, like, but
It's been real.
Right?
I'm kind of with you, Josh. I don't really see the upside. Like, yes, they say, oh, we don't do it for the money, we do it for the kids, but like, at some point, you got to do it for yourself. You got to take care of yourself. So I don't know. I don't even know what to say, but I feel like teachers should be, to an extent, should be able to defend themselves. If anything, be able to restrain a student. At least hold them back long enough until help arrives. They should be allowed to do that.
They could like tear gas the room like with the remote. Just
Yeah.
everyone
Or
runs out
maybe
of the
let
room.
teachers have tasers. Well, that might set off a whole nother. No, maybe not. But I don't know. But they need to be able to defend
It's not
themselves.
the worst idea.
Yeah, until somebody has a seizure or somebody a heart attack or someone's heart explodes. I don't know what.
Till it's my kid that you're tasing.
You tase them and then they fall and smack their head and then
Don't tase
you
me,
got
bro.
another issue.
Yeah, so that's not a good idea. But someone smarter than me can come up with a better idea for sure.
Someone behind me could tie the shoelaces together. If they stand up, they just fall over.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's all I have on this topic.
You have to treat schools like airports are now. I feel like we're
Some
moving that
are.
way. Yeah.
Some you do have to walk through
Mm-hmm.
Metal detectors.
metal detectors. Yeah.
Or just let
Which
every,
is
And then it
horrible.
counts right up front.
Horrible.
or only hire
That's
MMA
gotta be-
teachers.
That's it right there.
MMA people as your teacher. Hey, no one's messing with them.
Just have an on-call security guard that responds to a button to the room.
It
Ready
does
to
seem
go.
like things seem to escalate, right? They're probably it's I bet I do it happens, but I think it's pretty rare. There's actually these physical altercations. When you think of how many
How many schools
millions
and
of
teachers.
children are in school every school day. So I guess if there's one a day, how many kids are at school a day? 10 million? 20 million in this country?
Yeah.
So 1 in 10 million, pretty low chances
Yeah.
if it was one a day.
Mhm.
And I imagine they always kind of escalate. Like someone's upset and then it just goes. Probably enough time, like you said, to have
Mhm.
some security type person.
One, like, teachers can't leave the room to, like, settle themselves down at all because they lose their jobs or, like, miss heat whenever Aaron
I thought-
didn't.
I've heard of teachers leave the room sometimes. Like,
But they
High
can't,
school.
like, if something happens while they're not in the room, like, teacher could end up losing their
That
job.
was not even her fault. Those kids.
Well,
So dumb.
I know, but,
Did you
like,
hear that
but the
girl?
teachers could
What's
lose
her
their
name?
job.
She
if
broke
they
her
leave the
ankle.
room.
Yeah, teacher went to the bathroom or something, and then these kids started doing
cheer
cheerleading
stunts.
stunts in the classroom, and then she broke her ankle, and then the teacher was like, got in a bunch of trouble for it.
Mm.
And this was a bunch of like
Or-
Yeah, I know the
17,
girl,
18
just
year
teacher.
olds in the
Oh,
classroom.
it was Miss Heat. And she's a sweetheart.
She's
sounds
fine.
like a spirit versus intent of the rule. No, letter versus, what is it? Letter of the law versus the intent.
Yeah.
One of those things. Like, you can see there was no mistakes really made.
Mhm.
Yeah, she still had to go like sit in front of the school board and everything.
Disciplinary stuff, hearing. She was fine though. I don't know whatever happened, but she was
Was not.
Yeah. I'm glad I don't have to deal with that. That's how I'm gonna end the video. I'm glad I don't gotta deal with it.
That's true.